Hello everybody, my name is Jack, and usually I space out my layout updates a little bit more, but I've gotten quite a lot of work done in the last couple weeks that I want to show you. The biggest thing is that the Pennsylvania Flyer is running again. I said in a comment on my last layout update that I oiled up the gears and everything and it still wasn't working. But I took it apart for a couple weeks after that, and now it's working perfectly. So I think the problem was just that it didn't have enough time after I oiled it up to absorb the lubricant. So it just didn't move like it should have after I lubricated it. But now, after that time being taken apart, it's just fine. It still has problems with the smoke. It's not pouring it out underneath the bottom of the engine like it was before. It's just not making any. So I think I have a bad connection somewhere that I have to fix. Speaking of bad connections, if I try to blow the whistle on the tender, nothing. And that's because the hot wire for the power coming from the center rail on the tender to blow the whistle is snapped off. It's just ripped right out of it, and I'm gonna have to solder that back on at some point or have some help doing that, because otherwise it just won't go back on. It's actually ripped. So that's not good, but at least it's fixable. And then you probably saw this in a switcher story if you saw that video, but if you were paying attention, you saw this run under its own power, my New York Central dump car, my coal dump car. Here it is running, in case you didn't notice. So this was out of service for about 2, maybe 3 years, and it was broken because of that. The reason for that was, it was before I had the layout. I was running my trains on the floor, or displaying them on the piano, or side tables, or whatever I could put them on. And at some point this got either kicked or fell off a table, I don't remember, and one of the springs came out. It's the spring in there. You probably can't see it, but it's the one that pushes it back up after you pull the plunger down with the uncoupling track. And I just couldn't figure out the problem for a long time. If you watch my uncoupling track video, that's the way it was acting before, because I put the spring back in the wrong place. I put it on top of the plunger because there was a hole in the top of the rack that I thought I could just put the spring into, and that's how it worked. But I was wrong, so I downloaded a PDF file of the diagram of the car. It's called a pin and cradle dump car, in case you don't know. So if you're having the same problems, just look up pin and cradle Lionel dump car problems, and it'll probably come up somewhere. And another big development, I now have art out here because of another development. Instagram. I have Instagram now. My Instagram name is just Jack the Railfan, so if you have Instagram, go follow me on that. It's just an extension of my channel, and I post a picture every day of stuff I'm doing, things I'm fixing, all kinds of stuff relating to trains, some of it about Legos, and my original entry to the contest with this picture is on there. And here's what I mean about a contest. A little while ago, in late March, Lionel had a contest on Instagram where you draw a picture that says Lionel on it somewhere. It's got to be a train. And if you won, then they would send you a free Lion Chief starter set. So I entered, of course. Who wouldn't if they knew how to draw trains good? I'd say I did a pretty good job here. It's a drawing of my New York Central 080 switcher, because it's my favorite of all my normal starter sets. Of course, this is my coolest engine because it's legacy. It said in the rules that it had to say Lionel somewhere on it, so I put the old post-war style logo on it, and I'd say it turned out pretty great. So if you have Instagram, go follow me on there, Jack the Railfan, underscores between each one. I'll probably come up. I have about 100 followers as of now. And just because I'm displaying two of my N-gauge trains there. My dummy Southern Pacific diesel is missing a truck and everything, and then my Lionel Hudson Christmas ornament. And I'm also getting to cleaning up and fixing even older things. My Cannonball freight set, the flat car, box car, hopper car, the transformer I'm trying to get hooked up, and of course the engine. Here's why. I'm going to be starting a train series on YouTube called Stories from New York. It's going to be kind of like Cass City and San Juan, and even a little bit like Stories of Sodor. So if you like train stories like that, then you're in for a treat.
Dear Dr. Graham, I'm going to be an actor.
Yeah, Matthias, I heard you're gonna be in the show. So am I. I'm a big part of the show.
I'm in the first 2 episodes more. Of course, I'm a star.
Look at me, a bit scared, Ghost.
I already have the first 2 episodes written. One is about a cow causing trouble on the line, and then one is about a ghost of an old engine. This is that ghost. So that's why I'm fixing it. And also, it's the oldest looking engine I have, I would say. But I'm not going to be making the series until I have grass and hills, proper looking terrain on the layout. Because if you see Night on the Layout or A Switcher's Story, those don't exactly look like real places, do they? So that's why I'm going to wait until then to do that. But hopefully that'll be pretty soon, and you'll have a new train series to watch if you do like those train series. And the voice actors will be primarily me and my brothers. Go check out my brother's channel so you can watch their videos. Lego Creator Kid is my brother Murdock, and then my younger brother Traigh is John Deere Kid. So go check out their videos. They don't do train stuff, but hopefully you like their videos. So if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for updates. Follow me on Instagram, JackTheRailFan _ between each word, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!